Smoking, the silent killer, is the highest cause for death in Australia and many other countries. Imagine if a passenger airplane crashed in Australia every week. This alone is how many people die of smoking a week, around 290 people in Australia alone. But why do people turn to these life-shortening items? And what impact does it have on the respiratory system, circulatory system, and society? And why is it so hard for men and women to lose their dependence on cigarettes? And how you can. This is all part of why smoking is bad for you. The respiratory system is the network that transports air to your lungs, which are essential to breathing and life itself. It starts when you breathe air through your nose, and it travels into the back of your throat, and then gets sorted by a muscular flap at the bottom of your throat, which sorts air and food, called the epiglottis. Then it goes down the air pipe or trachea into the lungs, where it goes into a root system or an upside-down tree of tubes, called the bronchi. Then it travels into a series of smaller tubes, called the bronchiole, and finally transported into a series of even smaller tubes, called the alveoli. And from there, the air enters these microscopic boxes called the blood capillaries, where the oxygen is transported into the bloodstream to transport oxygen to the heart, and then is pumped around the rest of the body, and the waste products are exhaled. Cigarette smoke contains many harmful ingredients, which can have a drastic effect on your bodily system. And each cigarette takes around 8 minutes off your life. So, if you're a pack-a-day smoker, in a year you can take around 47 days off your life. The years that can be spent watching your kids grow up or meeting your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, which smoking will constrict you from doing and finishing your life. The reason why smoking can do this is because of the massive amounts of harmful toxins tearing apart your body with every puff, to reducing your lung capacity and blocking up arteries, to creating baseball-sized tumours which attach themselves to your lungs and heart. Cigarettes also contain carcinogenic material such as hexamine, which can cause many types of cancer and heart disease. Cigarettes also contain substances such as tar, which sticks to your lungs, and rocket fuel, methane or sewer gas, arsenic, toilet cleaner, lighter fluid, and even battery acid. So why is this legal and how can you quit it? Smoking is easily one of the main causes of Australian deaths. But what keeps the government from making these items illegal? Well, there's a few in fact. One, because they are one of the main revenue raisers for the Australian government, and one of the most highly taxed items, and if they are banned, then the politicians would have to make cuts to fit the budgets. Also, it creates over 10,000 Australian jobs, helping our economy, and if they are banned, then there would be lots of criminal activity about the cigarette market. And if people were going through the trouble for cigarettes, then they might also go for other illegal drugs as well. There are many ways for quitting smoking, but different strategies such as nicotine patches and gum, which give the body its craving of nicotine without the harmful substances, work for a lot of people. And other things include electronic cigarettes, which look like you're smoking, but you're not, without all the harmful toxins. But for many, quitting is next to impossible, and incomplete attempts aren't a failure, they're just a lesson learned.